Hello, welcome again to the Retro Shed. I'm Barry, he is
Josh.
And this week it's been really, really busy.
Yes.
Really busy. We didn't do an episode last week.
No.
Well, we did, but I'm halfway through editing it, so bear with us. There is an episode coming from last week as well.
Yes, there is.
But this week we were given an absolute horde
of stuff.
We were given a boxed Auric Atmos, a box Commodore 64, another box Commodore 64, two Speckies, a ZX81,
one Acorn Electron,
a fondue set,
and a electrical chess set.
His and Hers folding bicycles, an electronic chess set. What else?
That's it.
Stuff.
Yeah,
stuff, games. And we will be going through all that with you guys, and we'll show you the unboxing. We've got an Auric Atmos, which I've never used. I've no idea how to use it. It's not a machine that I've ever used before. None of my friends had one.
No.
Carl James had one. I think he had an Auric 1, not an Auric Atmos. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And we will give you.
I didn't even know it existed.
No.
Never heard of it before.
So we'll be taking a look at that, and we will bring you the video for sure. Now, today, what are we doing today? Cricket. Cricket. It's got nothing to do with retro gaming, but you won, didn't you? Last game of the season, Josh's team won. They've won every single game this season. So, round of applause for Josh. And
shout out to Mr. Humphrey.
So, yes, they've won every game this year, which is absolutely fabulous. So, very well done. A brilliant season of cricket. And anyway, that's got nothing to do with what we want to talk about today. But a mention out to the team. They've done brilliantly well. Absolutely superb. Right, in 1993, a long time ago, Ridge Racer was the launch title for Sony's new console, and it really showed us what a console could do. And even today, Ridge Racer is a very much loved title and arcade machine, if you can find it anywhere. It was responsible for massive sales of the machine, and there's no doubt one of the most important launch titles in console gaming history.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Now, many excellent racing games were eventually released on the PS1 during its history, but towards the end of its life, in 1998, Namco released an absolutely gorgeous and very stylish addition to the Ridge Racer lineup, and that was Ridge Racer Type 4.
Type 4,
or R4 for short.
It looked and played amazingly well, and in many ways looked smoother and better, dare I say it, right, than Gran Turismo did. Although, it's not a racing simulator like Gran Turismo was. This is more arcade simplicity, and it reminded us what we love about the original Ridge Racer. The fact that you can just pick up and play it, and there's no tweaking your tyres and your downforce.
Well, it did take a while to get into a race, because it took us half an hour to have a conversation with that guy.
Yeah, you've got to listen to the pep talk from your race boss, haven't you? But there are no driving licenses to pass, there are no classes of race. It's just a very slick arcade racer, and it looks and sounded amazing.
Yeah.
No, it does.
It was okay. Like, instead of spending ages deciding on the setup of your cars, you pretty much decide whether you want a drift car or a more grippy one. Yeah, that's about as technical as it gets, really. But don't think for one moment there isn't much in the way of cars. There are over 300 different ones. Although many of them are minor variations of others.
I wouldn't say there's 300 different cars. There's probably like a 30 variations. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
There are 8 really gorgeous tracks to choose from, and in the single-player mode you can take part on a driving career from 4 different teams, all with their unique background story, and you earn your stripes winning races for your selected team, and are awarded new cars as a result, as in this really nice big lorry, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, lorry pulls up, doesn't it, and just chucks a car at you. You think, oh, wow.
Oh, new car.
New car.
Get really good at racing, and you can then be sponsored by one of 4 car manufacturers.
You can, yeah. Right, now, for the first time ever in Ridge Racer, you can enjoy split-screen multiplayer gaming and the visual, which is something that's lacking today from modern games, actually. There's not many games where
You're a funny guy.
Anyway, I digress. The speed and smoothness of the graphics really are brilliant, and just shows how much developers had actually come to grips with Sony's little box over its lifetime.
It's not really that little.
Well,
big, you know?
Yeah. It's always the same though, isn't it? The best titles for any platform come towards the end of its life when coders fully understand the hardware and know what tricks they can pull off to make the software run as smoothly and as gorgeous as possible. There are only 5 years between the original Ridge Racer and this version, and 5 years is a long time in a console's lifespan today. One of the reasons this game looks so gorgeous is because the first Ridge Racer to utilise Guro shading, in which case you don't know what that is. It's a method of shading and lighting on polygon surfaces in a continual manner based on the surrounding light source. Get it?
No.
Okay. The method was invented in 1971.
The year you were born.
1971, the year I was born. Was there computer graphic shading in 1971? But anyway, Guro shading was invented in 1971 by a French computer scientist, Henry Guro. Every day is a school day, kids.
You know, you said there's a difference of 5 years between the original and
this
Type 4.
One, yeah.
I bet I can figure out the time distance between FIFA 1, FIFA 18.
30 years?
1 year, probably. No, FIFA.
What are you talking
one
about?
every month. I'm just saying because they come out every year.
Well, it's the same game every time.
FIFA 19's coming out.
Yeah.
If you put the games side by side, you can see not only how far the franchise has come in terms of gameplay, but also how much better R4 looks compared to the original.
Yeah, it does actually, yeah. Now, the two car styles, drift and grip, allows for different cornering methods when coming into the corners, obviously. Drift cars require only a slight tap of the brake or letting go of the accelerator just a little bit.
Which I struggle.
When you're entering a corner, and it allows you to power slide your way through a corner, which looks very satisfying and stylish. If you manage to pull it off without going into a wall, that is. Grip cars allow you to swap between braking and accelerating to make it through a corner neatly. Drift, for me, is a lot more fun, I'd say.
Okay. The four racing teams are very Namco inspired, with names such as RC Micro Mouse Mappy. I can't really relate that. Pack Racing Club can relate that.
Yeah.
And Dig Team Racing can definitely relate
Dig
that.
Dug, yeah.
I wonder where they got the inspiration for these from, eh?
I wonder. You can even race 4 players at once. If you have 2 PlayStations and a PlayStation Link cable, you can have 2 split screens running on 2 different PlayStations, which is something we really need to set up an event for a proper retro team racing challenge. Mr. Hedger, are you listening?
Yes, he is. Probably.
The game features a pre-rendered CGI intro, which is not bad actually, and features Namco's Ridge Racer mascot Rico Nagas, who appeared in the original Ridge Racer.
Yes, as with most of the Ridge Racer games, the soundtrack features the usual techno, house, and drum and bass soundtracks. Some of them are okay, and some are absolutely awful.
I'd say, yeah.
The soundtrack was also released on an album called Ridge Racer Type 4, believe it or not, direct audio in 1999.
I didn't know that, actually. I wonder if anybody actually went out and bought it.
No.
And what Ridge Racer game would be complete without the obnoxious, cheesy voiceover from the always unseen commentator?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh well.
It's the last lap. Don't lose your cool.
It wouldn't be Ridge Racer without him, though, would it? Let's be
No, it
honest.
wouldn't.
No.
The game was a commercial hit, and it was scored really highly, and by the game playing public, and it goes down as one of the best arcade racers to have ever been made, and to ever grace not only the original PlayStation, but any console for that matter.
Oh, okay.
Just brilliant.
Yeah, it is brilliant. Let's take a look at Ridge Racer Type 4.
2, 1, go!
What's break? Right trigger. Left trigger.
Square, I think.
What? Are you mad? Square? How are you supposed to...
That's it, yeah, it's square. So, Josh has never played this before.
No, I haven't. It's a racing game, wasn't it?
It's a racing game, that's right. And it's an arcade racer as well, it's not a simulation racer. So...
Why am I set 7 out of 8?
Yeah, you're 7th. You're now 6th. The kid can drift.
I play Forza Horizon 3. It's awkward.
Don't you bring your newfangled games in here?
Oh,
He's gone into a wall.
I forgot which button. It's kind of annoying because you've got the X, right, as accelerator, and then you've got the brake, like that, and then you've got the brake button right next to it, so you have to sort of like, I use my foot.
Do you know what I do as well to drift? Is take my foot off the accelerator and then straight back on again, because that actually initiates a drift. Try it. See?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah? So you don't even need to brake, just blip the accelerator and your car will start to drift.
I got told to hurry.
Okay, this is the final lap. Keep it cool.
Stick with him. Stick with him.
Oh, get wrecked.
Well done.
I won't lie, it's not that difficult, except...
Well, this is the opening race.
Yeah, except for the fact that the square button is right next to the accelerator, so it's really
the first, and you can drift it here nicely.
Oh my days! I'm a boss! What's that vibration? I think I just...
That's called the dual shock controller you've got in your hand.
Oh, your boy's a legend. Where's the... Oh, there he is.
You're second place. Josh, you're doing all right. It's all right, you're still second. There's one right behind you, so don't make a mistake.
Hello, helicopter.
Oh, you've got to have a helicopter. It's Ridge Racer.
I mean,
come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You've done it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Josh is in first place. First time he's played this game.
I'm not going to lose.
I've got to admit, I'm quite impressed.
And he dabs at the finishing line.
So, as Josh came first...
First place? Whoa. Is this some kind of a sick joke?
No, but his moustache is. Right, so after that pep talk, Josh is fired up.
I'm getting ready to wreck some news.
This is a much longer course, I think. And it's very nice because it's twilight. I like the colour of the sky.
What's twilight mean? Midnight.
Sunsetting. What do you think of the visuals?
Alright.
It's alright for such an old console, isn't it?
The TV.
It would be better on a CRT. Yeah, so we're playing this game on a Samsung LCD screen.
It's
and
not the best.
It doesn't look as good as it does on a CRT. I used to play this on a Sony Trinitron CRT, and it does look gorgeous on a Trinitron. And there's special blurry effects as well, like brake lights and stuff like that, which you don't get to see properly on a screen like this.
I thought that was a turning then, the one to my right.
Tap the accelerator, that's it, drift.
Move.
Oh.
Get out of my way. Jesus.
5 out of 8. Nice.
I like this track.
Now we've turned the music off.
Because it's annoying.
Not just because it's annoying, because our PlayStation is so old. Right, this is my first ever PlayStation from 1993. What? The optical drive is knackered in it, and because the music is being streamed off the disc all the time, it stutters. So
we hear that, guys? We have a stuttering PlayStation.
We have a stuttering PlayStation, so I've turned the music off, so nothing is being read from the disc while the game's running.
Off! No, nearly got him.
I thought you was going to make that. Then you got him now anyway.
Hey!
Tuck him behind him and then just overtake him at the last second, but don't hit him.
Why not?
Because you just lose all your speed. 3 out of 8. Not bad.
Is the next turn a really sharp one? It is, isn't it?
Yes, it's a hairpin, so slide into it.
Oh!
Nearly.
Oh, look at boss.
Not bad. Drift it now. You got him. I don't think you're going to catch first place though before the finish line, but you've done all right.
I will.
You've done all right.
Whoa! Where's the guy second? Is he like right behind me or something?
No, he's gone. Josh, I'm impressed actually. You've done all right, apart from that corner there, where you didn't do all right at all. Just slow down for this corner here, I think.
I was trying to go up the ramp and then just there it is.
You might just do this. You might just do this.
Oh, wait, is that the finishing line?
No, you're not going to do it. He's too far ahead.
Come on.
But that is really...
Come on. No!
Not bad. Oh, nighttime course.
3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. It's showtime.
It's really annoying.
I was just thinking that.
Really annoying. But it, like I said previously, it wouldn't be Ridge Racer if you didn't have an annoying.
I'll spam buttons till I find it. It's probably triangle or something.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
You're 7th. Not last. Good job. You're 6th. Wow, good job. You're not last. Wow, you're 3rd. Well done. You're not last. Keep it up.
Are you the new Ridge Racer commentator?
I'm just trying not to encourage you too much because I want to beat you.
It's very playable.
Playable. Oh no, he's gonna come second. No.
Yeah, I think I'm too far behind.
Okay, this is the final lap. Keep your cool.
Cool car speed up. Don't let him overtake. Wow, you're 2nd. Well done. You're not last. Keep it up.
Is he right behind me?
Yes. No, he's not. I can't tell now. He's right behind you. He's right behind you.
There's first place. I'm not going to catch him though, I don't think. I'm too far behind.
Is that him?
I might be able to. No, I don't think so. He's too fast. Oh, actually, hang on.
No, don't catch up with him. No. He's foul. I'm such a supporting person.
You are.
No. Please. Other car. No.
Put it there.
By the way, that was me playing the whole time. We were just trying to
No, it
confuse
wasn't.
you. We were trying to confuse
You lie like a cheap watch. Right, that was
look.
at Ridge Racer Type 4.
You always say the same thing, so I know what you're going to say.
So I'm going to say to you now, what's the weather doing today? Ah,
It's depressing and cloudy.
that caught you out, didn't it? What do you think?
Well, no. It was a good game. It's not as good as Forza Horizon 3.
Oh my dear. God. So, now I've got him off the subject of Forza Horizon.
3.
What do you think of Ridge Racer?
It's not as good as Forza Horizon 3. It's alright. Yeah, the commentator's a bit annoying. Corners are just mad. The brake, you have to hold your thumb like this and then put your finger around that. It's just ridiculous.
So you don't like the
There's
button
only 2
layout?
views.
You don't like the button
No.
layout? Have you got anything positive to say about it?
It's playable.
It's a good game.
It's alright.
It's
yeah,
a good game.
alright.
It's a good game. Okay, so he's a bit
Forza
down.
Horizon 4's coming out soon.
So he's a bit down on Ridge Racer Type 4, as you can possibly hear.
I'm down on it. It's
Me,
alright.
I think when this game came out, I was quite shocked at how good looking it was, because I used to play it on a Sony Trinitron widescreen telly.
Trinitron.
Sony Trinitron. And on a modern LCD TV, it doesn't look
Not the
anywhere
best,
near
no.
as good. But on an old CRT, it looks fabulous. It's very playable. It's a great arcade racer. I think it's a fabulous arcade racer.
So I'm being a bit
You
harsh.
can drift. Yeah, I think you are being a bit harsh on it. You can drift the cars. Do you know what? It's a really, really good Ridge Racer game.
It's
The last one to make it onto the PlayStation 1. And I think it's an absolutely cracking game. So if you've never played it, go out,
Go on, play it.
have a game of Ridge Racer Type 4. And if you've got the Jog-Con, have a play with it
Well,
on
do we have
that.
that?
Is it called the Jog-Con or the Neg-Con?
Do we have that? Do we have it?
No, we haven't actually got... I thought the Jog-Cons were the name of the controllers on the Switch. Right. So, Josh, anything you want to say before we go?
Black Ops 4 beta's been released for a while, actually. I haven't got it yet.
And
Forza Horizon 4's coming out soon.
are you talking modern games?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much for joining us once again. We do appreciate it. And we will be catching you guys soon. So take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Can I just ask, why do you wear your sunglasses in every video?
I don't know. It was sunny earlier when I went for a walk.
I'm going to be you now. They look good.